Wasn't it coincidental that we start hearing about dude from Squid Games like talking about the racism? And I don't know when he said it, but it just coincidentally comes out the day before a Disney Star Wars show. Isn't that weird? Isn't that just fucking strange coincidence?
I don't believe this to be true.
He
I can believe that their account's doing it just to annoy, right? Trolling. There's plenty of people who will do it just to see what happens for everything.
Oh, this is via Vanity Fair. Let's see when that one came out. I don't know when he said it, but if it's around this time and it happens right before a Disney Star Wars show, when things have been quiet for a while, other than people getting, you know, a billboard at Times Square for Acolyte, renew the Acolyte. And I'm rooting for you guys. I am. Lee Jung-jae was shocked by the racist backlash to the Acolyte. My feelings were hurt. I could only have faith that the racism will end someday.
We got to get extra guild to do that kind of shit, okay? Otherwise we get in trouble.
Yeah. I'm glad they wrote it so I could understand what he said. He's the only guy who tried because he actually learned English for his role. And it was still better than everybody in the
but if this guy's talking about it before the date comes out, then this guy's talking about no one's seen it, so it's not about critique of his performance. It's legitimately just some people go, "Oh my gosh, an Asian in Star Wars! That's why I can't believe this. I can't believe there's any legitimate accounts that are going."
Nobody said that.
Yeah,
nobody said that. It was a really bad show.
Well, he did say my feelings were hurt, but I'm looking at the original. It says his feelings were hurt, especially for Leslie. Her feelings must have been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like regarding the racist, homophobic, and misogynistic abuse the cast receives. So it sounds like he's just been told that they received all of it, and then he said that hurts my feelings that would have happened, which is I don't think it does. Well, I was just going to say that's just what else is he going to say if you told that? Like, isn't it horrible? We've been sent all this. You'd be like, that's horrible. Yes.
When they're presented with this, this is bait from the Access media. It always is. Gaslighting and bait from the Access. But like that's why they had that guy going, "How gay is this movie?" You know, the guy from is this the gayest Marvel movie?
Picturing like some horrifying monster just running into the red carpet, like gay. Everything.
No, and I doubt he is aware of the discourse. I'm pretty sure every single other person involved in Acolyte was aware of the discourse. You can get away with that argument for a lot of stuff, but not for Acolyte. That hit the stratosphere. I understand because he's not here.
Is that his name? He not know.
He not know. Bang ding ow. Holy fuck.
He very much could have just been baited with this, as in they were like, "Isn't racism bad?" And he's like, "Yes." And they're like, "We received lots of it." And he's like, "That's terrible. I think it's bad that you received racism." Not a good thing.
That's where the Access media comes in and fronts for Disney, and they do it either sometimes under orders, sometimes they just do it on their own. But this is how the cycle goes. So it's not surprising this started stirring up right before a Disney Star Wars show. And then all of a sudden we're just getting all over Twitter. Man, we were going to get 2 or 3 seasons of the Acolyte in a movie. Like, oh God, I hope so. A movie. A movie.
Come on, Gary, bring it on, right?
I mean, I'm all for it, but
make a saga.
If anyone in with any, not just even critical thinking, I'd just say a brain cell, could see that the Acolyte was never legitimately. Well, let's double down to spite the chodes. It is the chodes, the little nub dicks out there. It was never going to get another season.
No.
Well, it's got to have at least 10 people watching it, all right, that aren't us. And it wasn't cracking it. I'm sorry.
Who's talking about the Acolyte now? Nobody. Who's talking about Nobody. These are all DOA. This is all DOA shit. Who's going to be
Arrival? Dead before Arrival.
Who's talking about this? The Skeleton Crew. I haven't seen anything. I've seen nothing. What I have seen though is I saw Disney. I saw the Star Wars Twitter account, the official Star Wars Twitter account, tweeting a bunch of absolutely zero followed accounts on Twitter, going, "Yay, Skeleton Crew tonight!" And then you go onto their Twitter profile. And you realize that their Twitter accounts that have fuckity all people following them is just a bunch of Skeleton Crew retweets over the course of the last couple of weeks. That's all I've seen.
The thing is, Skeleton Crew I could actually buy better than Acolyte in terms of being somewhat celebrated, just because it's not like the Acolyte was fucking dreadful. You know what I mean? I was like, how the hell are you celebrating this? It's so pathetically awful. Like, even if you want to talk about any particular thing they did in terms of writing, there's just so many things fucking wrong with it. But, you know, Skeleton Crew is very, you've got that shield built in that it's meant for like 5-year-olds. So it's just like, you know.
I think most of them have a shield, an inbuilt shield. I mean, we're not allowed to criticize Amanda Stenberg because she's black and gay. We're not allowed to criticize Lee Jung-jae because he's Korean. We're not allowed to criticize Daisy Ridley because she's Whammon. We're not allowed to criticize Leslie Headland because she fed women to Harvey Weinstein. We're not allowed to criticize Anthony Mackie as being Captain America because he's black. Do you think there's inbuilt criticisms for shields for everything? And this is just the latest?
I guess so. It's just that there's way less aspects to sort of criticize Skeleton Crew, and I actually do want to praise it for the effort it made for its sets and effects with the alien creatures. And it seems to, like I said, something that blew me away was the fact that I could tell the difference between the characters. Like one being like, I'm the nerdy one, and then one being like, I'm the one that gets scared a lot, and then I'm the adventurous one. I was like, wow, look at that. That's remarkable for Disney Star Wars at this point. I've never seen them pull off that.
They rediscovered tropes.
Well, do you remember like Ahsoka? You get to the end of the season, you're like, Hera, what the fuck is her name? Sabine and Ahsoka. They were fucking blank and bland to the point of being like interchangeable. I could just take anyone at any point, and so many scenes where there's 5-minute pauses between every line. It's just like,
okay, what was Hera's personality in Ahsoka?
Pilot.
Gary?
Pilot.
Yeah, see?
I fly things.
I'm not actually sure. I think you've given it way too much credit by saying pilot. I would say green. Her personality was green.
Green pilot. I'll give
you that implies more than pilot. Green, yeah.
I mean, it's a color. It's a color that's different to the color of other people. All right. Okay, that's cool.
Thanks for joining us for our review of Ahsoka.
Right. What was what would you say is Ezra's personality?
Ooh, look at him go.
We need to find him. He's really important, so we can completely blow him off and show that we had a platonic relationship.
Wow, Ezra.
Ezra. Woo.
I would say Beta.
Oh yeah, he like
that was
literally
his personality.
He gives away his lightsaber, dude.
Gives away his lightsaber.
It's the second show in a row where the dude has to hand his Johnson right over to a woman.
Yep. He rides bitch.
Yep.
He allows a woman to travel to another galaxy to tell him that in the 10
put him in the friend zone.
In the 10 years that you've been stranded here, I've had a lot of time to think about.
I've taken a women's studies course. I'm a lesbian,
and I would like to just call you a friend.
I should have put that in my video. To go light years to a different galaxy to put a dude in the friend zone.
Yeah.
No.
and him be okay with that. What would you say is okay? Let me give you an easier question then. What is Ahsoka's personality?
She crossed her arms.
Crossed her arms.
That like signaled like she no nonsense with her.
That is, we're getting serious now.
Yeah. Enough of your bantering. Enough of your nonsense. That's it. She fought zombie stormtroopers. That was so cool.
Isn't that cool?
I'd actually forgotten.
You're a shitty fake fan. How would you not remember that?
You got me. Called out. # called out live.
Called out.
I think cross.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like fucking batting zeros with all these shows. When you watch something like Skeleton Crew, you're like, oh, look at that. It's not absolute black hole of creativity. So there we are.
Thrawn. What's Thrawn's personality?
Ooh, you can't go wrong with him. Literally, even when you go wrong, you didn't.
Well, he's a very positive guy. Every time he completely fails, he's all, It's actually a good plan. We meant to do that.
Like I said, can't go wrong.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's
always
rough.
looking at the glass half full, Thrawn.
Donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is his personality. He was blue. Blue and Dunkin' Donuts. That's what I've got from the chat so far. That's it.
So I mean, this character looks crazy good. Recently, wow.
That show, by the way, just to let you know, guys, Ahsoka, it got renewed for a second season.
See, that's the one I almost don't want the season 2 for, because it's just fucking dull as shit.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been way funnier to get a Boba Fett season 2, an Acolyte season 2, hell, even a Kenobi season 2. I know I shouldn't invoke that, but there I went.
When does Disney actually decide that they need to just
die?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, or let's say best case. Let's be nice. Let's just say best case scenario. When are we going to get to a point where Disney's just going to say, hey, we're just going to pretend that none of this shit happened that we did?
We're well into it. We're just going to make sequels and remakes of live action shit forever because people are just going to line up to see it.
I would do another Kenobi season and it would just have no correlation to the first season whatsoever and actually be good. Be what people wanted, which was Kenobi looking over Luke, reflecting on his time and his failure with Anakin, and maybe there was I can't remember who said it, so apologies, but somebody said, and maybe having to compromise his morals to keep Luke safe in the process.
They're going to remake Star Wars.
Yeah, correct. That is the answer. Correct.
Star Wars. They're going to remake Star Wars. That's what they have left. They need to bring back Darth Vader, Luke, Han, and Leia.
So they got.
That's all they got. They're gonna fucking remake it. They're gonna make some gobbledygook multiversal bullshit reset.
But will they remake it?
Oh, for a modern audience? Yes, absolutely. Fucking 100%.
So Luke will be Laura.
Yeah. Hannah Solo.
Hannah Solo. Yeah, Hannah Solo.
And then Prince Leia.
Prince Lesbian.
What about Vader? Is that gonna be a girl?
Darth Vader.
Vader would obviously be a white man. Duh.
Yeah. They'll Davros him. They just probably want a white dude.
I could see them wanting to keep Vader as like the re-speech of Vader, AI Vader.
No, they'll say it's offensive to people who've lost limbs and have been disfigured in accidents, and they'll just make him a guy.
Oh,
well, it'll be between that and the pandering aspect, right? They don't want Vader's like their favorite icon for getting people in.
Vader's their hero now. Vader's the hero for them. The bad guys are the heroes, and the good guys are actually the villains now.
Hey man,
Luke's the villain. Han's the villain. They're villains now. Luke and Han were treated like absolute shit by Disney. Boba Fett thrown aside for another Mandalorian because get rid of that Mandalorian. Our Mandalorian's better. Luke is also a villain in the Mandalorian show now. He's telling little babies that you can either wear mithril armor and be I almost gave him a word because I was so into this, and be a baguette, or pick up a lightsaber and kill your nephews because you had a bad dream.
Hey man, that was like years ago. Okay.
Yeah, that's water under the bridge, dude. And also, in 10 years, people are gonna appreciate The Last Jedi as a masterpiece.
What year did The Last Jedi come out?
2018?
2017. So that is nearly 8 years ago.
Yeah, a couple of years away from completely appreciating it as a masterpiece.
Okay, so a couple of years away from becoming a masterpiece. How many people talk about The Last Jedi?
Only when they say, in 10 years, you're going to realize this is a masterpiece.
Okay, so nobody talks about The Last Jedi.
And then it gets a bunch of engagement on X Twitter, and then nobody actually watches it.
Nerdrotic.com. Please subscribe.